All right, guys, so didn't get out of Vega, Texas today. Sat at the on-ramp, sat at the truck stop, sat at the other truck stop, nothing. And you got to pay attention to your surroundings. They're calling for rain to start way later tonight. But when you see stuff like that off in the distance, the big dark clouds, that means it's time to go set your camp up. And that's what I just got done doing. Back here in this, kind of in the same spot I was camped at the other night, but I'm not in mud. I'm up in grass. I've been scouting this area for the last couple of days. That little shack house is abandoned. There's nobody there. There's nobody in those buildings over there. No, I don't break and enter. I don't do any of that, dude, because that's just asks for trouble. I didn't camp anywhere underneath those trees over there because of all the birds seem to roost there at night. So it would be bird crap heaven pouring down on my tent and me sitting outside in front of my tent. So I just picked this back corner away from the truck, truck parking. Over there is where I was camped before, where it was all muddy. And here, as you can tell, it's all grass. And I don't foresee any puddling. Maybe a little puddling like right there where it is bare dirt, but it looks like it's a little bit higher ground. So I don't think it'll puddle there. So I think I'm in a good spot. It wasn't an abandoned RV spot, as you can see, with all the little electrical outlets, plugins for RVs. They seem to be all stripped and torn apart. I doubt there's any electricity running out here anyways. But yeah, just a little bit of a tip. You start seeing that on the horizon, you go find a spot, either out of the rain or get your camp set up, because it's coming. And I hope it's not raining all day tomorrow. If it is, I think I'm in a good spot. Lowering. Sorry, I got you guys on the tripod. Little freyja snuckered. Oh, all tuckered up in there, huh? Oh, is she a worm dog? Yes, she is, huh? She's a little worm dog? Yeah. Alright, guys. Alright. All nice and settled. Gotta throw some thermals on. I had an under sweatshirt that was I found at a thrift store, 100% Italian merino wool for $3 when I was in Tennessee, and I made the mistake of drying it. Too warm of weather, or too warm of temperature in the dryers, and it's shrunk down to where it's like this. It's like a small now, so I can't wear it. So what I did is I cut the sleeves about halfway off, and I'm just going to turn it into a freyja sweatshirt. I might have the time tomorrow. If it's still raining, I'll just sew it up, slit it down the sides, and sew it up to where it fits Freyja nice and snug. So that way she has a sweater for the cold nights coming, and the cold mornings when when I'm tearing down my camp and stuff. She usually just has to curl up in a ball. I'll throw a little tiny blanket on her, but it'll help with it having the sweater on. I'm going to give a big shout out to my homeboy Merritt. He sent me some cash today. Thank you, brother. One of my long-time friends. I've given shout outs to him before, but he's a good friend of mine. But again, Merritt, thank you, buddy. Helps out here. You're a trail angel. And everybody else that's donated, man. You guys are trail angels. All the people that kicked down today when I was just sitting there. I mean, I didn't get much. I think I made like $10 today just sitting there, but I'm not asking for cash, man. I'm literally just flying a sign for a ride. I-40 West. That's what my little strip of cardboard says. People still come up and hook you up. Dog food, cash. I appreciate it. I thank all of you. You guys are what makes it possible out here. Makes it a little bit easier. Last night I was able to get a room so I can wash all my stuff up. I feel bad that I left such a mess in there in their bathroom, muddied up towels. I had to like wash everything off. That's all right. Didn't get a good night's sleep at all. Didn't sleep. I don't think I fell asleep until almost 3 in the morning. And then I woke up wide awake at 6. And then I noticed it was the time change, so I guess I got 4 hours of sleep. But the clock switched back after midnight. I didn't go back, so actually, yeah, I don't think I only got about 3 hours of sleep. Super tired right now, but we'll see. Yeah, it was a pretty uneventful day. I didn't go over to the sausage cook-off. I was just trying to get a ride. I just want to get out of here, at least get to the New Mexico border as soon as possible. It's 35 miles from here, and I don't want to walk it. I mean, if I did 12 miles per day, I could make it there in 3 days. Just there's not much in between here and the border, so getting to another spot that has services like water, at least. Food I can go a couple days without. That's not a big deal. They have a Dollar General here at this town, so I went and got some dog food for Freyja. I bought kibble the other day, but she just doesn't like kibble. She just don't like it. So I buy these little Rachel Ray pre-made cooked meat. I don't know what, it's probably not the best quality. They're like $2.50 a pop, but it's a big serving. And I only feed her once a day, so it's enough for her. So I got enough for a few days, and I'm still here in this town, so if I run out, I can go get some more. I hope I'm not here for another 4 days. I might just start walking then, because I can't do it. I can't sit in one spot for too long. It's too hard. I got that rambling blood. Thanks to my granny Jeannie. And her father, my grandma Jeannie. Her father, Clarence, old Grandpa Olson. This was his walking stick. I've had it forever. When I had my knee surgeries, I had it. I added this deer elbow, or deer shoulder, when I was in Montana. I found it at a deer kill site when I was camped up on BLM land up above Bonner, Montana. And so I kept it, sawed off the end. I had to just shave down the wood just a little bit so it slid over, and then I filled it with a good epoxy inside and let it sit and dry. Even carved me and Freyja. This is supposed to be a tent. Can't really tell on the camera. And then, let me change it around. Okay, so there's my tent. There's Freyja. The big bushy tail. There's little pointy ears. And there's me carrying my backpack, my walking stick, little mohawk, and then mountains and stars and moons, planets. But it's my staff. Gotta have a staff out here. You never know what'll happen. My knee went out, man. This came in mighty, mighty, mighty handy. So great grandpa, you're with me. Granny, you're with me in spirit. I invoke you guys into the staff. Give me the strength. Carry on. But so far, Texas is living up to its name. Don't like giving anybody a ride. Most of the people that I talk to are all going east. One lady, she broke down and her starter went out. And I really think it was, her starter's going out, but I think she drained her battery. So I told her just to try getting a jump, and she got a jump from somebody and it started. So she killed her battery trying to start it too many times with that bad starter. And she was headed for Denver, and she offered me a ride to Denver, Colorado. And while I was trying to get a ride, I was thinking about it. I was like, well, I can go up to Denver and find a job and hang out there for a little while. But going west of Denver, you dump right into Utah, and Utah don't allow hitchhiking. So, yeah, I'm not even going to attempt that. Which is weird. You would think the Mormons, would definitely help people out like that, but I don't know. I guess they don't want our kind coming through there. Which Utah, unless you're on the Salt Lake City and Ogden side, that's the most beautiful stretch. The Salt Flats are awesome too. You know, you do come into Winnemucca there, and it's got all the casinos and stuff like that. But it's starting to get cold up there. I'm sure it's already going to be starting to snow here pretty soon. We're already into November, and I'm pretty sure it's getting below freezing at night up there. And I don't have no friends or anybody up there that would be able to hook me up with a place to stay or anything like that. And I'm definitely not camping in freezing weather. I did that in Montana, and I camped outside in Montana until almost mid-January, and that was getting down into the single digits. And I had a truck at the time, and it blew the head gaskets, and I didn't have the money to repair it. So I sold it to get a studio apartment when I was in Missoula, and I was housed up for a while I was working. But my boss at the time at Shirt Shop, shout out to the Shirt Shop, old Rob, old shirt man Rob. He's got a funny old commercial. It's on YouTube. Look up Shirt Man Rob at the Shirt Shop in Missoula on YouTube, and it's pretty funny. He did like this rhyming rapping commercial for his shop. It's pretty funny. But all their Instagram videos on some of the older ones, I'm in them printing shirts for them and stuff like that. I don't know how long they keep the old videos for. They might be one of those channels that deletes their old stuff and just keeps new stuff up, you know. I keep everything on my channel because I want to be able to look back at all of it and watch it, especially with my YouTube channel. A lot of my longer videos are on YouTube because they allow you to post long videos, whereas Instagram, it's like a 14, 15 minute max. So yeah, it was it's gonna be good when I'm bedridden, when I'm old. I can sit there and watch my younger self doing all this crazy stupid stuff. But hey, I want to live before I die. I don't want to be on my deathbed going, hey, I was a good slave my whole life. No, I don't want that. Nope. Plus it's peaceful out here. It's stressful, it's frustrating. That's part of life, you know. I'm sure I'm going to come out of this with a lot of new ways of thinking, be able to handle situations differently than I would have before doing this. I really do really think this is a good thing for me. It's been pretty awesome. But I'm on my way out, and I chose the desert to do the last. Although I do still need to go down to Florida and the Gulf and all that, but I'll do that with a vehicle later. I could do that when I'm older. I don't care. I'll have a vehicle and do that. But yeah, I wanted to do this before I couldn't physically. It'll be good to look back on. I want to have those memories of trials and tribulations and fun and adventures and seeing cool places and seeing cool towns and meeting awesome people and getting blessings from people and helping out wherever I can. That's about it. I'm going to get into some long johns. It's starting to get a little colder. I picked up this hoodie today. It was $5 at the truck stop. Couldn't pass it up since my other sweatshirt's too small. So $5 zip hood. I'll take it. And then yeah, truck stop's right across the way here. So if I do get stuck in the rain tomorrow, at least be able to go out and go across the street without having to pack everything up. No one's going to come back here. So yeah, that's the update for today. Bye guys. Have a good night.